How y'all doing? My name is Steve and this is NeerPerfection. We are today out in our garage. We are going to try to transform our garage, a corner of our garage, into a little workout space. So we thought we'd maybe show you what that process is like.
Dear Lord, we invite you into this time we have today. We ask that you be with every heart that is watching. Let this time be guided by you and not by us. Amen.
All right, try to walk you through the process. We're going to try to transform this corner of our garage into a workout space. We don't have everything that we need yet. I did get some wall organizing stuff that we're going to try to hang up, and we're going to hang the bikes up and try to put our packs and stuff up there. And then we're going to try to cordon this corner off up here, maybe put some mats down and make a little workout space. We do have this shelving up on the walls for all of our Christmas stuff and things like that, little totes and stuff. So we don't want to get anything too close to that area. So we're going to try to concentrate in this, kind of this front corner here, and or the back corner, I guess it would be, but we're going to try to keep it away from the shelving. So I guess the first thing we need to do is clean this area out, and let's get that done. Okay, first things first, I got a bunch of these boxes I need to break down, so. Alrighty, get that one tucked in there. Alrighty, well, I got a little bit of trash here to pick up, but let's get this little bit of trash picked up, and then we can bring all that stuff from over there over here. Okay, now try to clean this side out. I did get this little apparatus. I'll get this out and show you. I think it was storeyourboards.com, something like that. I did get this unit from. I might try to leave a link for that for you down in the description. So I did get that, so we'll get that moved out of the road for now till we start to get it hung up. Here's some plants. Imagine that, a plant at our place. Sharon's in the process of doing some landscaping and stuff, so there's plants and stuff everywhere, so. But that's all right. They go into the ground eventually and not in the garage. Or in the house, they'll end up in the house. We do have two nice Trek bikes that we brought with us from Ohio. In Ohio, it was relatively flat land, so we had a lot of places to go riding. Down here in Tennessee, we're still hunting for some good places to go riding, but we've had a few suggestions, so if you have any suggestions, my Tennessee people, if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments, and we'll have to go check them out on our bikes. But we need some air in the tires and stuff right now, so that's another thing. We do have this stationary thing for the bikes, so we can set that up and ride the bikes in a stationary position out here in the garage. So we're going to try to maybe get that set up over in this area too. Sharon built the thing to hold her weight bench with. So we had some scrap wood laying around, so she took it upon herself to make this little thing for to hold her weights and hold some of the other bike stuff. So that'll be nice to have when we get this area over here organized. So let's move this out of the road for now. Here's the old air pump we have. I usually take this with me when I'm on the go, just in case I have a bike tire that goes low or flat or something. So, then we do have this inversion table, which we figured out somewhat. I think Sharon's used it once or twice so far. So, get that moved out of the road. Empty propane tank that needs to go back to be refilled. And we just have some odds and ends out here. Still trying to find a place for some of our stuff. We do have a 2-car garage, but you know, by the time you get the shelving in here and everything else, it's maybe a 1-car garage. And with my truck is a little bit longer, so it doesn't even really fit in with the shelving. So yeah, just get all this stuff moved over this way for now, so we can work over here on this wall. To go get some tools and try to find some studs, and we'll get this stuff moved out, and then we'll try to find some studs, and we'll get the shelving unpacked, and we'll go from there. Okay, my tools and stuff are in the back at the back in my shed, so before I run back there, I'm going to unpack this and see if there's any tools that we need, so I can grab everything at one time, so I don't have to make a bunch of trips back there. I think I'm going to need my stud finder for sure, probably a level, and a drill. It looked pretty simple to put it up, so hopefully that's the case. Things have to be pretty simple for me to put them up. Yeah. So this box is a little bit heavy, but it's not too bad. It's manageable. So to move around. So if you need to move it by yourself, you can move it pretty good. Looks like there's a few pieces. This looks like all the hooks that you put on after you assemble it. There's like a little track, and you put that, hang those hooks in there. It's like some more assembly stuff and shelves and stuff. And here's what we're looking for. An installation guide. I think it has like 3 tracks that you can hang on the wall, and then it all, like your shelves and all your hooks and stuff mount on that. But we'll get these installation instructions open and check it out, see what kind of tools we need, and run back, grab the tools, and get this puppy put up on the wall. All right, so I got my tools gathered up. Looking at the installation instructions, I did find a YouTube video on how to install this system. And it was pretty explanatory. It was very good, explaining how it goes up. But it's pretty much held by a top rack, so you need to find out where you want your top shelf to go, and then you put this top vertical strip on. You fasten it to the walls, and then everything else just kind of hangs off of that, and then you secure it at the bottom. So I'm not sure about height, so I'm going to measure the bike and see, because I don't want the bikes to be off of the ground too much, because then you've got a lot of lifting to do when you lift the bikes up, and that's like 68, 70 inches. So when we lift the bike up to put it on there, I don't want to have to lift it way up to put it on there. So I want to have it kind of lower to the ground. So it looks like the bike tire will be about here, and then the top shelf will be a little bit higher than that. So 70 inches, maybe go 76. and see where that's at as far as the height, which is not too high. That puts it about right there. So that's not real high on the wall. I don't want it so low that the packs will hang, you know, sit on the ground when I hang them off the bottom. But I want it high enough so that I can, you know, get stuff up off the ground, but I can also get the bikes on there. So let's do some measuring, get it laid out, where we're going to put it, find the studs, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I think we've got it laid out. We're going to come off of this wall just a little bit, try to find our stud here, then we'll lay this top bracket. It's this vertical bracket. Yeah, this vertical bracket will go up here, like up 82 inches. Put that across there, and then we'll just hang everything off of that, and then you secure in the bottom, and you're good to go. Just that easy. We'll see. Let's get her up. Okay, so we found our stud. This is our stud. We have to go up 82.
Correct.
And the bike is, what did we say?
72.
72. So let's go up 82 on that line. Go ahead and hold that down there if you can on the ground. Just extend it. So 82. Put this right there. Hit something. Now what we'll do is we'll fasten this one up. Is that level?
Yeah.
Hopefully. This one has to go here. These two holes line up, and then we'll put that level. See, it's easier to move it down than it is up, isn't it?
That's good right there.
I don't know about that, but it should be this one, and then this one. So we got the horizontal bar up. So now all we need to do is hang stuff off of that and then secure the bottom. So get the rest of the stuff unwrapped, and then we'll get her hung up here and see what it looks like. Okay, here's what we got. We got this rail hung up there, and now we have all these shelves and racks and all that stuff to put on there. So we'll get those put on there. I'll try to give you a little bit closer look here so you can see what I'm doing, and we'll get this stuff on there and secure the bottom of it and go from there and see where we're at. Got that up there. Let's get these long pieces on here. Let's just hang on there like so. Spacing on those. They're a little bit tough to get in there, but they should fit pretty tight once we get everything on there. This way. 2 to the edge. We need to put these on there. And then we have these little caps that go on. So this is where the top shelf will go. We put these little things on top of it there to lock it in. Put those on there and put these little caps on the top of them. That'll probably hold it in place too. Okay, once you get everything up, you need to put your shelves on there. Once you get your braces up and your things in here, you make sure. And these shelves are kind of tricky. Make sure that you have this. There's a little lock device on each one of these braces. Make sure it's not in the up position or this shelf won't fit on there right. And then make sure you get your shelf put on there right. You will have to make sure that there's a little cutout part. Solid part goes in the front and the other part goes in the back. And when you put it on here, when you put your first one on, you're going to set it just inside this brace, because when your other one goes on this end, it's going to fit down inside that brace also, like so. And then it's going to sit right on there. And then you take your little lock devices that you had unlocked before, and you just kind of lock those down, and that kind of holds the shelf into place. Okay, and this works the same way. You're just going to put your braces on there. 7 down. I imagine you can adjust the height of these if you please. I mean, put it to wherever you want it. I'm just going to go 7 down right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just to get it on here, and we'll see where exactly we want it to sit. Once we get it on, make sure you're in your unlocked position on your things there. With that, so now we have the second shelf up, which looks like to me this is a little bit high. So we'll probably move this down at some point, but we'll get everything up and see where we're at as far as that goes. Okay, so what I did do was I moved this shelf down a little bit because I need to put this bar up for the bikes, and it's going to have to be up toward the top, more up toward the top, so I did have to move that shelf down. And what you have is you have these 2 little black, look like cap things, but they're not really caps, but they go on this bar and they go toward, so you can hang this bar, and you simply put one on this end of the bar, then you grab one of these and you put it on this end of the bar. Make sure they're the same. There's all kinds of branding on these pieces, So, I mean, I'm assuming they want the branding to be showing, so it's kind of easy to know which way the bar needs to go. But, so you just put those on here, and then I'm gonna go down like 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just gonna go down like 7 spots and put this in here like so. So, and yes, there's these 2 little, they're like little hook things, look like little pins. They go down through here, down through the top, and then down in through the bottom, and they kind of lock that bar into place. So let's go. Okay, one thing this system does have is it has this little like pegboard type system here. You can see that very good. But what you do is it's got 4 little hook things, and you can put those on the bottom here, and then you set your shelf up, and then I have 4 little screw things that'll hold this into place. So let's get this put on there, and you can use this kind of like a pegboard. I think there's all kinds of different little attachments you can put on here to hang stuff from, so that'll be really nice. So we can rearrange it or do whatever we want with that there, so that'll be nice. So let's get this on. This is going to be nice. This pegboard thing here will be really nice once we, because I think you've got all kinds of different little accessories. I'll show you once I get them all unwrapped, but I think it's got all kinds of different little accessories you can put up on here. So we'll be able to hang our hiking packs up here, and our poles, and possibly shoes and stuff like that. We'll be able to put on the shelves and stuff like that. So it's going to be really nice. I'll get everything unwrapped, and we'll start putting the hooks on there. And I'll show you what it looks like as we're going along and doing that. First of all, what I started off doing first, before I started hanging the pegboard up, was putting these brackets on the bottom. So we'll have to put a little bracket down here at the bottom of this, and it's got a little pin that goes through. So it's got a little pin that goes through the bottom here. And then once you get that pin in there, it goes all the way through. Then you put a little screw in, it secures this bracket to the wall. Okay, I'm thinking those might be close to the studs, but they're probably not going to hit the studs. So we need to make sure they're secure, so we'll put some drywall expanders behind there. And these things are the cat's meow. I love these things. I don't know if you can see them real good there, but these things, you pound them into the wall, use a hammer. You just pound them into the wall, and they're a drywall expander. They are just the best thing. So I'm going to get a few of those behind here, and then we'll use the screws and get them screwed in and get these secured to the wall, and then we'll start putting the hooks on there. So let's get that done. All right, so for the most part, we got her put up there. This comes with 2 shelves that you can kind of arrange on this pegboard here. And then we've got all kinds of hooks to put on here, and so we'll get all these up on here, and I think we'll be getting there. All righty, got the 2 shelves on there. I don't know if you can see that very well, but then we got all the little hooks on there. Okay, I got the system put up here, and I realized that I don't have hooks for my bikes. So I did email the company to see if they will send me just the 2, hooks for this. I don't think this is the system that I had originally pictured and ordered. So I looked it up, and I don't remember it having the pegboard here. I mean, I do like this system. This system would probably work for our needs, other than I do need the bike hooks to hang the bikes up. So at this time, we can't hang the bikes up. But other than that, we'll see what they send me back, and see if they respond to my email, and see if I can get to bike hooks. Other than that, we'll probably have to fashion a way to get that done. I would like to get the packs out here. I think this will work out good for different types of things that we have. The pegboard type thing, I think that'll work out real good. See if we can get our coolers and stuff up on this top shelf, and we'll load this shelf up. And I do have my bike helmet hanging over there. We do have like a hook for that type of stuff, so that will be nice. But we'll see what they say and see if they get back. So this is part one of our little transformation of our garage. So hopefully we can get that done, get everything up there, and then we can start working down here to possibly get some matting down on the floor, and we'll go from there. All right, y'all, we got a few things done since the last time, since the other day. It's been a few days, but we got some things done. We did get the rack completely up. We've rearranged the shelves and stuff just a little bit. Got shoes out here, got packs up here. I need to figure out something to do with this is what I use to put on the back of my truck to carry the bikes when we take them different places. We got the coolers up there and stuff like that. I did contact storeyourboards.com, and they did send me 2 bike hooks so that I can put these up on here, and we'll be able to get the bikes up. So we're going to get those up on there and see about getting the bikes up there, figure out what we're going to do with the cover for the tailgate of the truck when we carry the bikes. And we did get the floor mat, and so we do have that. We'll have to unbox that and try to get the mat down. So first of all, we need to sweep out of here, clean out of here, so that we can get all this stuff out so we can get the mat down and get the bikes up there. So let's get that done, and then we'll get to organizing a little bit more out here in our little garage gym. Give you a little bit of a tour of what we did. We did hang the packs up down here. They do make a couple hooks, but I just used some carabiner hooks and clip the packs underneath there. I do have one hook up here that I hooked my trekking poles on. I did put my shoes up here. Sharon has yet to get her shoes out here. There's my yoga meditation board. We're starting to utilize the pegboard a little bit. We have utilized this area up here for the coolers. We do have a nice little thing over here on the side for our helmets, and Sharon has her seat cover there. And like I say, we're trying to find some place for this cover which fits over my tailgate when we take the bikes. When we ride, we can throw them in the back of the truck and do that whole deal. But yeah, so let's get the hooks up there, and then we'll get the mat unboxed, and we'll go from there. I did contact storeyourboards.com, and they were really good about working with me. I do believe the system that I was sent was the Storage Pro, and the one that I had ordered was the Action Pro, but they were both comparable in price, so I think they were actually the same price. But the only thing that this one doesn't have, which the storage one has, the Action does have, is these bike hooks. But they were nice enough to, I contacted them, and we corresponded back and forth a few times, and once we realized we were all on the same page, they did send me these 2 bike hooks, free of charge. They paid for the shipping and everything, so that was very nice of them, and I do appreciate that. So we'll get these hung up here, and let's see where we stand at as far as spacing on the bikes. I'd like to have these hooks so that we don't have to lift the bikes up a big distance in order to get them on the hooks. That way it'll be easier for Sharon to get up and down, and easier for me also. But so let's see how far we are with the wheels on the bottom down here, and let's see about getting the bikes up here. I did put air in the tires on the bikes, and I did wash them. So I'm sorry I didn't get you any footage of that, but I did get those cleaned up and aired up. So they should be good to go if we ever, you know, can get out and ride. So we've found a couple places, we've heard of a couple places, but if you do know of any places that would be good to go ride our bikes, you know, that's relatively flat without a lot of hills, just give us a comment down below and let us know where that place is at, and maybe we'll check it out. I want to try this with my cover right there, see how it sits. That sits on there pretty nice. See if the handlebars are going to hit. Yeah, I was wondering about the handlebars hitting. And they do. So I'm going to have to move this one out. I think I might move that one, just to click that way and move this one over a couple and see where we're at with that. Okay, moved them over a couple. Let's see if this makes a difference. Here's that one. That one doesn't sit too bad. It could even go over another one if it needs to. And it's not too far. That's not really too far up off the ground to have to lift them. But that's still Sharon's handlebars. I don't think there's any way with these are hybrid bikes, so they have the straight bars. I don't think there's any way that we can put them up here without them hitting their handlebars, you know, hitting. But this pedal needs turned just a little bit. That's not bad. I think we might go with that for now and just see how that works. So let's sweep this out just a little bit more because I want it to be really clean. And then we'll get the mat unboxed and we'll get it down and see how that looks. Okay, we did go back and forth a little bit on the mat. We ended up with a 8x6 mat. We wanted something that we could put down to use out here, to utilize out here. But we also wanted something that maybe we could roll up and maybe take inside, use it inside also. You know, something like that that would be portable, plus we could put it down out here and use it out here. So we did go with an 8x6 mat, and it is something that we think we can roll up and move around. So let's get this thing unboxed and check it out. I think it's like 8 millimeters thick. So it's supposed to be, you know, a pretty durable mat. So hopefully it's something that we can use, you know, and will be durable enough for us to use for a long while. So let's see. It does have a nice little bag here. So let's get it out. So it's got a bag here that we can use for storage, maybe during the cold months when we're not really out here a lot. So let's see. It's got some little Velcro straps on it here to hold it together, which that's nice. These little straps aren't cheap, you know, cheapy straps. So those will be nice to keep it together. It's got 3 of them on there, so that'll be nice. Put these off to the side. So looks like it's got a cleaning cloth that comes with it, so that'd be nice to use. So let's get this plastic off of here. Some branding on it, looks like. I did debate whether to put the bikes up first or get the mat out, but I wanted to be able to adjust this mat so that we could utilize it with the bikes up there. So that's why I chose to go ahead and put the bikes up. Let's pull it this way. That's a pretty good size. We'll be able to pull it down this way. So we'll have to lay it out and let it air out, because it's got, you know, it's probably chemicals and stuff like that. So it is out here in the garage, so we'll let it sit out, air out, and then we can let it lay flat. It'll get to laying real nice. But that's not a bad size. I mean, I wish it came over this way just a little bit more, but it's that's not a bad size. We can always scoot it out this way more. We'll be able to get the weights back in here and have them not sitting on the mat. We'll be able to get the inversion table over there and not have it sitting on the mat, and just be able to utilize the mat for the mat, so without stuff sitting on it. So let's get everything else moved back in, and I'll give you a shot of everything as it is right now. All right, y'all, here's our final decision. We turned the mat this way so that it lays a little bit better out, so we can utilize the full mat. So I think that's gonna work out just fine. So we did get the bikes hung up on the wall, and the store my board stuff is working out pretty good. We have the packs down there, and I did get the thing for the truck tailgate locked in behind both of the bikes there. So then we have the bikes up there. So then we have our coolers up on the top, and we have Sharon's little weight bench thingy over there, which works out pretty good. We put the inversion table over there. We do have the stationary bike thing underneath the inversion table. I think we'll be able to use the inversion table with that underneath there, but then during the winter time we can either utilize this space over here for it, or we might even utilize this space over here for the stationary bike, because we leave it kind of set up more during the winter time permanently. So, but we don't want to put it up permanent right now, because if it's going to be nice outside, we can ride our bikes outside. But during the winter time, we do a little more cross training, and so we do tend to leave our bikes on the stationary thing a little bit more. So we may utilize it over in this area or over here. So, but that is what we have, and hopefully this will work out good for us. And if you have any suggestions on different things we can do or anything like that, please leave a comment and give us any suggestions that you have. If you do like this kind of content, we do a lot of hiking content, and we do some of the local attractions. We are here in Dandridge, Tennessee. We are close to Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, and Sevierville, so we do some restaurants and some local attractions in that area. So if you have anything you'd like us to do, drop us a line and we'll try to get there. We do a lot of hiking videos, so please like and subscribe, and you'll catch those. So until the next time, I'm Steve, and this is NeerPerfection, and always find joy in your journey.
Dear Lord, we thank you for blessing this time with you today. Help us carry this forward with peace and purpose, and let us always find joy in the journey. Amen.